Hey y'all, welcome to a new vlog. My name is Sonali. I feel like I haven't filmed an actual vlog in a very long time. This past weekend I went to Miami for one of my best friend's bachelorettes and it was so fun, and I actually have like a newfound appreciation for Miami. I've been a couple times before, but like I didn't go out and like, you know, I wasn't really a true adult when I went, so I got to experience like Wynwood. We went to like a pool club in Miami Beach and it was just so fun, and I feel like I need to plan a trip back there soon. That vlog should be up by now, so if you guys are curious, go watch that. I'm gonna try to maybe do it in a different format. I kind of just like filmed as much as I could, and I was thinking I'll just like slap it all together like a little memory video scrapbook, but I filmed it all on that little pocket camera, and I honestly think it turned out like pretty good. Like the quality was a lot better than I originally thought it was, so that's exciting. I have so much content in general to edit, whether it's YouTube videos or like TikToks from Miami and just like in general for my life, and I am a little bit overwhelmed because it's been such a nice week that like whenever it's sunny outside I want to film more and I don't want to be just stuck inside editing, but then if I film more there's more to edit and then I get even more overwhelmed. But I just thought we could do like a little chit chat, get ready with me for this portion of the vlog. I've got to take off this ugly thing because I cannot stare at myself with it on. I got this cream in PR yesterday. I don't think it's launched just yet. I believe launch date's March 11th or 12th, but it's Skin Fix's water cream and it's a lot lighter than all of their other formulas, so I'm just testing it out. It's funny because I have so many products that I love, but I'm always too scared to put it out there on TikTok or something saying that like this is my product, because it could very well change in the next 2 weeks because I get sent amazing products very often, you know, so I'm always trying different products. I definitely have my go-tos, but I like to try to incorporate the newer products where I can. We are heading into my busy season. If you guys didn't know, I'm a photographer here in Austin and my niche is grads at UT, just seniors, all of that in general. I don't shoot weddings, but I do everything other than weddings. I'm shooting a proposal tomorrow. And I had my first grad of the spring semester yesterday. I feel like I'm just thawing out because like the weather's been so nice and I'm finally getting back into photography and stuff. Like I never really stopped, but there's definitely slower seasons for it for sure. And South by Southwest is literally next weekend, which is insane because how did it get here that fast? Usually I'll get invites to like random events 2 days before the event. And I'm like, how? They've probably been planning these events for so long. And I'm just like, how do they do everything so last minute? But then I'm like, oh, am I on the bottom of the list? You know, like when somebody says no, do I get just bumped up? I'm not gonna lie, it does get very overwhelming when you're actually all up in South by, because there's just so many things that you can attend, even like to the public, not even like you don't need an invite for like majority of it. The city is just alive with visitors and there's so much happening around the city that you just like want to do it all, but obviously you can't because not only do you not have enough time, but you don't have enough energy. And so I get so drained during South by, which is like such a good problem to have. I am very curious how old you guys are who are watching, so comment on this video. But I am 28 years old and I am at the age where everyone around me is getting married, and that means we have so many weddings to attend this year. And I think I already told you this, but I really wanted to like try to make Japan happen. I don't know what's happening now. I was so determined at first, but I just feel like we literally don't have time between weddings to make it happen, because I don't want to just go for a week. Like I want to take my time and explore different cities in Japan, so I feel like it's probably worth it to wait. The silver lining is that next year will be a little bit more chill, so we can actually like travel internationally and whatnot. But if you see me traveling this year, it's most likely because I'm going to a wedding that weekend. I can't remember where I've talked about certain stuff because I have Instagram and then I have TikTok. I never know how to differentiate between the platforms because I just want to like share all the same stuff across the platforms, and I have been starting to like repost the same things between TikTok and Instagram at least. But anyways, I have been using solely brushes instead of beauty blenders, and I really do think that it has changed the game for me. It almost gives me a fuller coverage effect because the brushes are not taking too much of the product off of my face, and it just like is a little less patchy, which obviously we love. You guys know my obsession for the Stay Sun Melt bronzer, but they have the Dew Bronze and they've had it. It's not new, but I recently got my hands on it and I really like it. It's just like a cream, and I feel like that is more cream to powder formula, but both are so blendable and so easy to use. Like they're both super foolproof. This doe foot applicator perfectly fits around my nose, so I love it for doing nose contour. Also, because I started using more brushes, I decided to invest in the BK Beauty brushes, and I'm like a psycho. I've only used one so far because I'm like, I don't want them to get dirty, and I'm like scared to mess them up. I'm so crazy. I just need to look into exactly what each brush is for and like study that. So I can't give you like a full honest review on these because I did buy them with my own money and they are pricey, but this brush is just amazing. The Dibs Duo brush. Where's Dibs? There we go. I literally use this thing for like everything in my makeup routine. I use bronzer, I do blush, you could do like powder and then powder blush. It's honestly so good. I will have a link in the description. If we're talking about foolproof products, this is also one of them. I love talking about beauty products and makeup and all that, but I feel like I just get too scared to share on the internet because everyone has such different opinions, and like what looks great on me may not look the same on you. And so I feel like I'm always scared of like just people's criticisms, because I literally posted a vlog using this, which I bought at Anthropologie recently. This is the Fleur Heavy Cream Hair and Body Fragrance Mist. I've seen these everywhere and I didn't like any of the other scents except for this one. I think it's like the perfect vanilla scent. But someone commented on my vlog yesterday, and this isn't like a hate comment or anything, but it's just so funny to see how different people's senses are. But she commented that that smells like rotten milk. And I'm like, what? I'm still so confused about it. Like I'm trying to get myself to smell the rotten milk, but I don't know, I like it. Base is looking so good today. This is the foundation I'm using. I've been switching between different foundations. I don't know why, but I just think it's like fun. But I will say, this Dior Perfect Stick thing is worth the hype. It is absolute perfection. And the only thing is that I don't know if this is like a perfect color match. I think it might be better when I get a little bit more tan. It was a little hard finding my color, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But the formula of that, insane. And it's just like so fast and easy, and you just like blend it out and like head out the door. It's so good. Literally gonna go back in with this side, same side, and just blend the blush. Recently I've been getting the craziest creasing under my eye. Let me zoom you in. That is not cute. I've done quite a bit of research on this so I can try to explain it to you guys. This is happening because there's an excess amount of product on my skin. So basically you kind of want to like either pat it in or like gently wipe it away. Another thing that helps a lot is putting on your concealer and letting it sit for like honestly 5 minutes, maybe like 4 minutes. You don't want to blend it out right when you put on the concealer. That has also helped a lot for me. And once you've blended it out, do not set it right then and there, because you want to kind of like see if you're gonna crease and if there's that excess amount of product. So you just want to kind of take it away, and then you go in with a pressed powder. I really need to organize my makeup drawer. I'm just like looking like, where is it? I feel like I'm playing Where's Waldo, but just take it on a puff, and before you puff it, you need to make sure it's blended one more time so there's not creases that you're like literally setting. And then we'll go in with the powder, the pressed powder. I have not set this eye yet, and then this is what it looks like when it's set with just the pressed powder. I do wait till a little bit later to go in with like some loose powder just to like set my whole face. But hopefully that helps someone, because I feel like I was going absolutely insane because I was just like starting to crease out of nowhere, and I was like, I haven't really changed up my products. What's going on here? I forgot. I literally brought up an Alani Nu, and I haven't even cracked it open yet. Cheers. I feel like this blush pairs perfectly with the Say blush, and let me tell you the color. It's in Cutie. Like, I feel like it's very similar colors. This one is Patrick Ta. She's Flush, and obviously it has a cream, which I could totally use. And the way Patrick applies his brush, why do I keep saying brush instead of blush? Hello. The way he applies his blush is he puts on the powder first and then goes over with the cream, which I've tried and I really do like that technique. But since we already went in with the cream, I'm just gonna do the powder. I feel like things like this brush is all over TikTok Shop, and I still have not purchased anything on TikTok Shop. I also want to know how you guys feel about TikTok Shop, because like I have so many products that I could, you know, post about and link on TikTok Shop, but I just feel like it seems so scammy, even though my love for the product is so genuine. Like I literally use this on the daily for so many steps in my makeup routine, but I just feel like, number one, it's not going to perform well because people are just going to swipe away because they see the TikTok Shop little like link, or people are just going to be like, oh, it's an ad, you know? Like I'm always so scared of people thinking things are an ad, and honestly, I have probably done like 5 brand deals on YouTube within the last, like, how long have I been doing this? Like 12 years on YouTube. So it's very, 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 very rare that I do an ad here on YouTube, but I never want to come off as like being too salesy. I have so many Amazon products that I love, and I feel like I just need to like do it for me. Like I just need to like get all these thoughts out of my head. I just get so caught up in all of my own thoughts. I literally posted on TikTok this week and I was like, the craziest thing about being a content creator is that you'll always be in your own head, whether you're getting PR or like maybe going on a brand trip and getting invited to all these events. You will always be in your own head, and it's so annoying because like I don't know how to make it stop. I definitely go through cycles where imposter syndrome just starts to take over. And then I feel like I'm paralyzed and I feel like I can't post like I usually do. Literally, I've been using the same e.l.f. brow pencil for so long now. Back to the topic of TikTok Shop, I have been seeing array supplements all over TikTok Shop, especially the MB1, which they're calling their Ozempic. And I actually bought it before the start of the new year. So I've been taking it for a month, a little over a month. It says that you'll see full results like 3 months in, which sucks. I hate waiting, you know, because you're like taking the supplement, like does it even work? You don't freaking know because you have to take it for 3 freaking months. This is also something I bought with my own money, just so you know. I'm also taking the Tribiotic or something, whatever the probiotic is in the maroon packaging. And I just like feel like I'm not in tune with my body. Like I don't know exactly like what's changing, or like if I have that much more energy. Well, maybe sometimes I do, but also like sometimes I'll drink caffeine. Like I'm drinking Alani Nu, so I'm like, okay, well, is it the pill or is it my Alani Nu? It's probably my Alani Nu. But I also started taking their newest supplement called Tone, and it's creatine gummies. But I was so intrigued, so I bought it, and it's literally only been like 3 days since I've taken the creatine gummies. I feel like it definitely kept me a little bit more energized during my workout, and like I felt stronger. Like I felt like I could be lifting heavier. But again, I don't know if it's a placebo. So I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on all of that, because this will be an unsponsored review and I'm taking it pretty much every weekday. I've been going to the gym for like a year, more than a year now. And so I feel like I'm finally getting to that stage where I'm making improvements outside of the gym. Like first I had to learn how to work out because I really didn't know how to work out. I did cheer in high school and like middle school, and we didn't really condition. We weren't like up in the gym. So I never knew what the hell to do in the gym. After a year of doing it, I feel like I finally got the hang a little bit. So now I can like focus on other areas of my wellness journey, which is kind of exciting because I feel like pretty stable in one part of my life. I need powder. It's getting a little oily up in here. I went to a Huda Beauty event recently and I was freaking out because I freaking love this powder, the banana bread. And it was for their new ube color, which I really do like. Like I feel like it just melts all of my makeup together. But I do notice that if I put it up here, it's not as bright. So I do still like to do the banana powder up there. I feel like Huda Beauty is so underrated. Products are just so good. I also have a couple of their cream blushes. look how matte and just good. And then this is all shiny, but just you wait. I've been doing Austin content for almost 6 years now. Like ever since I moved here, I was like, I want to just try everything. I want to explore as much as possible. And you guys know me and Ryan are big foodies. So I have been posting like about restaurants and all that stuff, but not like super consistently. But I feel like I'm finally kind of getting recognized by some of the restaurants here. And so I've been getting invites to come in to create content, which is my dream because I get a really good free meal and then I get to create content for my platforms. And my Austin content does really well and it helps to grow my following. And it's always really helpful to show that you have a good following in the location that you are at. So tonight we are going to a restaurant and I call them media dines. I'm not sure if that's like the correct terminology for them, but it's basically where you get a free meal in exchange for content. Also huge news, you guys, like big news. I switched up my mascara after years of using L'Oreal Telescopic. I feel like I go years with a mascara and I'm not gonna like throw this away, even though it looks a little terrifying. But I've been seeing so many people talk about this mascara from Lancome. It's the Idol. And I was like, wait, I literally have that mascara and it's good, but I forgot about it. So I kind of like rediscovered it. I also saw that the House Labs mascara is really good and I'm very tempted, even though I already have mascara to use, but I'm like, I love House Labs. I know you guys saw how freaking messy my house was this morning. Yeah, it's been that way since I got back from Miami and it is currently Thursday. And so I've just been living in a mess and I just have not had the energy or like the time, literally the time to clean up. And so today I really dedicated a lot of time for that. It's not even all the way clean yet, but at least I'm making some progress. I feel like every corner of my house just needs to be organized, to be honest. Like, I think that's my issue. Also, that acai bowl that I made this morning, it tasted exactly like how I would order it out. And I don't really know the total amount it would cost to make it at home, but I saw those acai frozen packets at the grocery store and I was like, that just sounds so refreshing. So I definitely will be making that again. It was delicious. Makeup is done. It looks so glowy and just like dewy. For some reason, I think that my makeup always turns out better when I do an everything shower. Does anyone else agree? Also, I was gonna blow my hair out, but now I feel like it looks pretty good natural. I don't know. I know I'm gonna regret it if I don't blow it out. Without a doubt, every time I blow out my hair, I use the Wella spray. I'm gonna chug the Sonali new while I do my hair. So I'm gonna make this next part into a montage. It always looks so crazy at first, but it's going to turn into the most beautiful blowout ever. And I'm still using my Bondi Boost Air Styler. Why do I never know what the name of this is? It's either Air Styler or Ever Styler, but it is so good. I literally have the Dyson and I use this over the Dyson. I've said this before, but I feel like my hair holds better when using the Bondi Boost, which I don't really understand how, but I'm not complaining. We're about to go in for the media dine thing, but I wanted to give you guys a quick outfit of the day. I was like rushing outside, but we got here like 8 minutes early. The top is a Princess Polly set that obviously I'm not wearing this matching skirt, but this skirt is like one of my favorite purchases of like, when did I get it? I got it during Black Friday, but I've worn it so much. I usually pair it with sweaters. And it's 100% silk. It's from Quince. When I first saw Quince on my TikTok For You page, I thought it was a scam, honestly, because like everyone was randomly talking about it, but it's just a really good like price point for great quality things. Coat is from Cezanne. Melinda Maria necklace. Shoes are Amazon, and I recently got them for the Miami Bachelorette that I just went on, but let's go inside. We are both starving. just got done at Space Cowboy, and what do we rate it? 7.8. So this whole media dine thing is like already kind of uncomfortable to begin with, because like I don't want to have to tell the host that like I'm here for a collaboration. Like it's just like so uncomfortable. I just never want to like come off as entitled, you know? So I thought that everyone knew, because like the general manager kind of came over like a couple times and was like, you know, how's everything, whatever. And so I thought everyone knew because she was coming over, right? And then we go to like pay the bill, and usually we tip. So we just do like a penny charge and we tip on that. But he said like the total of the whole meal. And we were like, oh, like, we're doing a collaboration. We talked to the general manager, and he basically wasn't like clued in, and no one told him that our table was like one of those collaboration things. So that's already uncomfortable, because then he goes to talk to the general manager. But this happens like very often, and I just wish that they would just tell the waiters. I wonder if there's a reason they don't.
Or so you get the same quality service.
Yeah, maybe. But the waiter comes back and he's like, actually, she didn't know what you were talking about or something. And my heart just sinks to the bottom of my chest. I was like, what? And he was like, oh no, totally joking. And I was like, oh my God. Like,
the thing is, I was like 100% okay with like everything I bought, I would easily pay for again.
no, totally. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did that to me, like, it's already so uncomfortable having to be like, oh, we're here for the like collaboration, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're fine paying it if that's really what it comes down to. But that was so, like, that was funny, but also so evil. Right now we are headed to South Congress because we are going to an event for Le Labo. I don't know what the vibe for this event is, and we're going kind of later in the evening, but I just hope we get some like free samples, because that would be cool. I have not tried a Le Labo perfume, so I'm excited to go in and sniff everything. Morning, it is a new day and we're about to head out to a walking trail. We were originally gonna run, and then Ryan was like, we should probably just walk, and I was like, perfect. Because I went hard in the gym and I am very, very sore, and I don't know if running's gonna, you know, help that. Hopefully it's hot enough to get in our pool, because Ryan did like all the chemicals and he like filled it back up, because when it was freezing you have to empty it like a good bit. I think it's gonna be up to like 84, right? Which I feel like that's pretty hot, so we'll see.
Hey, Sophie. Come on, come on.
My outfit for tonight. I was having a hard time, but honestly, I always go back to the basics. So basic white shirt from Zara. I love this belt from Orient. It's definitely an investment, but I have gotten my use out of it. This denim jacket is from a Gold Day, and I don't know if they sell this style anymore, but I can try to find it. And then these jeans are from Stradivarius, and they're just like so easy to move around in. So I wanted to be comfy for tonight because we are going to like apps and drinks, I would say, at Codependent. And then we're gonna meet my friends out for a comedy show at Creasing Cave, and then we might get drinks after. We'll see how we're feeling. But I think I'm gonna bring the smaller little DJI that I was filming on today. I'm gonna bring this little long chomp dupe, and it's on Amazon. And this comes separately, but it's like a little strap, and I think it's so cute, and it actually fits a ton of stuff. Like, I always fill it to the brim.
crazy because I went down a rabbit hole for clarified cocktails on TikTok today, and I saved one that had Earl Grey in it, and this does. I forgot what it was called already. What was it called? London Lighthouse here at Codependent. And like, if you have not had a clarified cocktail yet, you need to. It's just like so silky.
Happy Sunday. We just did a Costco run and I'm just in the best spirits. I feel like Sundays might be my favorite day, my new favorite day. Last night was fun. We went to Codependent. My current hyperfixation is clarified cocktails and they had a bunch of them there and it was just delicious. We got some food there and then we went to Creek and the Cave. Funny story, the girls like usually plan stuff and like we just say if we're bringing the boys or not. And so we didn't know the comedian because we just like picked the best time. And then the other boyfriend, when he saw that we were buying tickets for this one and somebody had already bought tickets, he was like, who the heck is Chris Turner? Like, why are we going to see him? And I was like, like, I don't know. I thought it was just like the best time, whatever. Like, I don't know that like you go to see specific comedians or like you look them up and see if they're funny before you pick a comedian, I guess, right, Ryan? Is that how you do it?
Usually it's someone you want to see.
Okay, well, anyways, we just wanted to have some giggles. So we went into it kind of totally blind, but I did see on the description like that he raps and I was like, okay, what? And that he was British. And I was like, interesting. But he was actually so talented and so good. Basically, like he would do crowd work and then remember all of that information and turn it into a freestyle rap. It was actually insane and mind-blowing. And I was like, you have to be so smart for that. I was literally just telling Ryan, I don't even think I could remember every little detail that I would have to put in the rap without like writing it down or something. Like that itself is impressive. But the fact that like he just knew about those topics and could expand on them in the rap was crazy. So his name is Chris Turner. Apparently he's famous on YouTube. I'm curious if any of you guys know who he is, but he was really good. So that was fun. And this morning, like I said, we went to Costco and I want to show you guys what I got. Well, this is my favorite thing that I got. The tulips, they are back this year. I got one last year and I got two this year. I got one that's fully bloomed and then one that's not, so I could see it bloom because it's just like fun to check it every day and see that it's blooming. But it's like bulbs in a vase. So I feel like it lasts a lot longer and I feel like I've seen a similar vase or maybe even just like a picture. I don't know. I swear like CB2 had something similar to this vase, which probably would have been like 50 bucks, but this was 16, 17 bucks. Flowers, vase, all of it. Crazy. So I got two this year because I really liked it last year and I used the vase like throughout the year. So I'm excited about those. I think it's time that we actually attempt to do our spring garden. I know it's a little bit late. It's March 2nd currently. I'm super backed up on vlogs. I really need to get my shit together because South by Southwest is starting like Thursday of this next week. And so I know when all that happens, I will not have time to edit. So I need to get back on my shit. So I don't even know when you'll be seeing this vlog, but today's March 2nd and I think it is finally time. I got so many seeds from Etsy. I showed you guys in a couple vlogs back, but I did already go ahead and organize and I did my research on when to plant them. And some of them did say that they needed like that period of freeze time, which I don't know if we'll have another freeze. So oopsies. I did get this little growing station on Amazon where it's just like little containers where you put the seed in it and there's lights on top. So you can kind of grow it in there until conditions get perfect enough to plant it in your garden. But I got so many seeds and it's honestly so overwhelming. Like this is gonna be super fun and exciting and fulfilling, but holy shit, this is a very daunting task. Last year I did the chaotic gardening thing and this year I want to be more organized, but honestly, I feel like I'm gonna be lazy and just throw everything around. But I don't wanna use all of the seeds yet because I feel like I could just use them next year. Like they don't expire, right? I don't think so. I got some really freaking cool cut flower seeds and like, it's just gonna be so pretty. Like I don't even have enough room in my planters that Ryan made me last year. So I might have to plant some flowers just like in the grass somewhere. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Here's the Canva doc I made, a little sneak peek of all like the flowers I got. I'm so excited. I honestly feel like I went a little bit crazy. Well, actually no I did, because this is just, I'm still a beginner. Like, yeah, I did it last year, but I didn't do it to the fullest ability, I guess. But I'm just kind of like separating it into piles right now. So these are dahlias. I think these need to be planted inside. I wanted to show you guys these ranunculus corms because they are so freaky looking. Look at that. They look like tarantulas. Where's the other one? So this is what they're supposed to look like when they bloom. They are so stunning to me. They're like one of my favorite like specialty cut flowers. And yeah, this is what they look like as little corms, which is so crazy. And so you're supposed to like plant them with the tentacles down. But I'm just now thinking that I might need some trays, which I don't have. So this is the thing that I bought on Amazon. Thought I would open it. Okay, so it comes with multiple trays, but I still think I might need a couple more just like flat trays. We got some soil, so it's finally time to attack the planter beds. And this is what they're looking like right now. They're so bad. And so this time we have some weed blocker material that we're gonna put down first, because last time we did not do that. We just kind of like raked it up and then planted the seeds, but as you can tell, grass kind of grew through it, weeds, all of the unwanted things. So that is going to be our first step. We just need to like weed eat it, rake it up, put the weed blocker down, and then put some soil. Ryan just weed eated, and now we're gonna put this weed control down. Like I said, last year we didn't do this and I regretted it. So we live and we learn. This year I'm gonna try to take some more notes and be a little bit more thorough.
Hold the ends.
I just wrote out all of the seeds that I'm going to be planting this year, and we're going to start with these two. And I think I did the hardest part, which was like organizing all the seeds and like really deciding where they're going to go, at least a majority of them. I'm still figuring out a few, but we did it, we're here, and let's plant them. We got this at Home Depot. It's just all-purpose plant food. So I think I'm going to just sprinkle it everywhere and hope that it works. I think I'm going to stop here for today because I still have a lot of seeds that need to be started inside, but I think we did such a good job, and it honestly already looks so much better than what it used to look like because there was just dry, dead brush and grass in these planters, and it just looked so sad. So even just seeing like moist soil just gives me so much hope. I did end up planting some stuff behind the planters. I'm really curious how that's going to turn out. These are seeds that are supposed to be like really tall and like almost like vines, so I wanted to plant them where I could possibly like stand them up. One thing I really want to work on with our yard is just our grass in general. I feel like it's not consistent because over here we have clover grass, which I didn't even know was a thing, but apparently people intentionally planted, and I hate it. So if you can see, there's just like clovers growing, and I just want green grass. I know you can buy it and it's so expensive, so we're gonna look into some options over there. But I did want to show you guys the jasmine that I planted last year, I believe, and this vine is like growing so tall, and that's like the only one that's growing that tall. Imagine if all of this grew that tall. That would be literally insane. They did grow since I planted them, and I did give them a little bit of that plant food. I honestly haven't been watering them, so I'm really just happy to see them. Okay, so I'm really just happy that they're alive right now, but I'm gonna start watering them and like taking care of them more. This right here is our peach tree. It's special because we are both Georgia peaches, and last year this had just the most gorgeous flowers on them. And you guys, guess what? Do you see that? That is a bulb for a flower. Spring is coming, and I was honestly a little scared that we like killed this too, because I just dropped the ball on watering everything. I mean, we do have a sprinkler, so maybe that's what kept everything alive. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You guys, that is fully pink. I'm freaking out. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like super freaking emotional, but seeing my flowers bloom or just like any progress in my garden makes me emotional. Like, why do I want to cry right now? Because it's just so freaking cool. If you guys have the time and the space, I highly recommend to get into gardening because it is so fulfilling. Sophie, what are you doing? She's literally on the seeds that I just planted. What's going on? You literally never come out here. What is going on? Sophie, come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, okay, you want to check them out? Wait, what is going on, you guys? She literally never comes over here. I'm gonna cry. You guys. She's so cute. What do you think? You excited for your garden? I'm planting it for you. You excited?